Implementing the command pattern is super easy. Let me show you. First, we need to introduce the command interface. So let's add a new interface called command. Here we need a single method. That is the execute method. Next, we need to modify our button class to talk to a command object. So first we declare a private field of type command called command. Next, we need to initialize this using a constructor. So let's generate a constructor and initialize the command field. Okay, here's the constructor. Let's move the field up. Good. So we have all the fields in one place. Finally, in our click method, we're going to call command.execute. So we're delegating or forwarding the actual work to another object. That is the command object. Okay. So in this framework, we know nothing about the concept of customers. One developer may use this framework to build a customer management application. Another developer may use this framework to build a word processor. Now, let's say we want to build an application using this framework. So in this package, I'm going to add a class called customer service. This class is part of our application. So to separate these types, I would prefer to move these two types inside a sub-package called fx, as in short for framework. This way we know exactly what types belong to our framework and what types belong to our application. So let's add a new package called fx and then move the button class and the command interface inside this package. Beautiful. So our framework has only these types. And in our application, currently we have the customer service class. Now, here we're going to add a method called add customer. And for simplicity, let's just print a message like add customer. Now, to use this framework, we should create a command object. So in the command package, I'm going to add a new class. We call it add customer command. Look at the naming convention. I would like to add the command suffix to every command class. Okay. So this class should implement the command interface that is part of our framework. Now let's implement the interface. So here in the execute method, we should simply delegate the work to the add customer method of our customer service class. So we declare a private field of type customer service. Next, we need to initialize it using a constructor. So generate constructor. Let's move the field up. I don't like how IntelliJ formats this code after refactoring, but let's not worry about that. So in the execute method, we simply call service.addCustomer. So we're delegating the actual work to this service. Now, let's go to our main method. Let's see how we can bring all these pieces together. So first we create a customer service object. So service equals new customer service. Next, we create a command object. We set this to a new add customer command. Now here we need to pass our service. All right. Next, we create a button, new button. Now note that we have two button classes. Here's the one that we created, and we have another button class defined in this package, java.awt. That is a framework for building applications with a graphical user interface. We're not going to use this. We're going to use the button class that we just created. So we create a button object. Now here we need to pass a command object. We pass it over here. Finally, we call button.click. Let's run the program. So we see this message on the terminal, and that verifies that all these objects are collaborating properly.